Bohemian Boxing reporting live and direct, so with all due respect, cut my check. I'm here with...
Kalen Thomas.
From?
Heavy Hitters Boxing Club.
Absolutely. Say that again.
Heavy Hitter.
Heavy Hitters Boxing Club.
There you go. And congratulations. We know what that means.
Yeah,
right? You got the victory today.
Yeah, thank you.
Tonight, and blessings for that.
Thank you.
How you feeling? No headaches?
A little tired, but that's part of the game,
Okay.
Working hard,
All right.
all part of the game.
No injuries?
No injuries, perfectly fine.
Good. All right, so let's just get right to it. Tell me about some of the highs and the lows of the fight.
I would say I'm gonna start with the lows. Definitely, I felt like I can do a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I perform a lot better than that, but at the end of the day, I was a little fatigued, but just another lesson, and to head back to the gym, work a little harder, work on some things that I may have missed in the ring, and come back stronger.
Okay. What caused that fatigue?
I would say, many different things. I would say maybe nervousness. I felt a little nervous going into the fight.
Okay.
Hearing a lot of things about him. I took him a little easier than I would expect it. But at the game, it's boxing. Shouldn't really be doing that.
Ever.
Definitely going to the ring with high expectations from everyone. So next time, just do it a lot. Come in with more expectations and be more aware.
Yeah. Always regard whoever lace up them gloves to come in the ring with you. Always regard them highly.
Of course,
it's the better mindset to have.
Of course.
Yeah. I made that mistake many years ago myself.
Yeah.
Got stopped doing that too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Let's take this time right now to talk about some of the people in the shadows, right? Coaching staff, sparring partners, in-house, out-house, whoever helps you with your mental health, spiritual health, your physical health, whoever comes to mind right now. Whoever got you here today to weigh in, to make sure you got here on time. All those individuals are very important, so let's speak about them.
First off, I'm gonna thank God for allowing me to be here right now. Being able to wake up every day. And second of all, I'm gonna thank Vargas. Vargas did more than enough just to prepare us for these moments, for a show fight or even a tournament.
Yeah.
Vargas sets out his ways to bring us all the way out to Brooklyn, different parts of New York to get us good sparring.
Yeah.
All types of workouts. So I would give this all to Vargas.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my main sparring partner Fabian. If I'm not up to par, he's gonna make sure that I am. So always have somebody like him around in your life, in your corner. So I appreciate him.
Yeah.
And I also want to thank my mom and my dad. My dad always motivated me to push harder, do more than I know I'm able to do. And my mom always having my back, guiding me, always giving me good wisdom. Anytime that I feel down, my mom's always there for me to pick me up. So allows me to get to the gym. So appreciate everybody that put their 1% in to make me 100.
Absolutely. What's mom's name?
Barbara Thomas.
Barbara Thomas. We all have the habit, right, of just calling mom.
Yeah,
we
mom,
calling dad.
Yeah.
It's almost like they lose their identity. As soon as they become our parents, they would forget that they got names.
Yeah.
It's a lot of individuals, so I'm glad you're very conscious of that. You were very articulate expressing that. Tell me this, and I want to backtrack this a tad bit. What expectations that you have for Ginger that made you apprehensive or caused some anxiety or made you a little concerned? What did you hear about him, or what did you imagine that he would do?
Going into the fight, as much as I accomplished so far in the amateurs, it's always just high expectations. Walking around as if you're better than everybody else in a way.
Yeah.
I would say, I took him lightly. I hear, he's awkward. He's this, he's that. So, always expecting, those things in the fight. But at the same time, he did give me a pretty good look that I wasn't really aware about, but I was able to adapt. As not as pretty, but we got the job done. But just hearing these things that he may be a little easy, but at the same time, like we discussed, you shouldn't really be taking anybody easy like that. You don't know what to expect.
Yeah. Okay. Explain this for me, because you was the one that was in there. I heard it from his perspective already. There was an odd moment in, I think, the latter part of the fight where official Ernesto called a halt to the bout for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I'm filming from the corner. Ginger halted and stared at you, but his peripheral vision also was looking at Ernesto, I believe, waiting for a command. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then when I asked him about it, Yeah, he co-signed that, and where that's what he thought was happening. He said that he was waiting for the command to box again. It never happened. While that was happening, you did what you supposed to do. You punched him in his face.
Yeah.
Did you realize that it was a latency of what he comprehended inside of the ring? What?
I would say, there's some miscommunication there. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was under the impression that, after there was that halt, I was able to, I got the green light to go ahead, but,
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't really aware of what's going on. So that I did throw in a punch there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were supposed to.
Yeah,
That was the smart thing to do.
Yeah,
I'm sure Mikey wanted you to do that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your whole coaching staff. I want to wrap it up with this. If you can send a text message to someone, past or present, who would that person be, and what would you say in the message?
I would definitely send a text to, I would say, just one person.
I'll make an exception for you. Two.
I would say, first off to my mom, I would say, thank you for everything. Especially, my mom did so much for me, even in my early stages in the amateurs.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough money to go to my early other gyms, and she made sure that I did, and got me there.
Yeah.
And to my dad, always being my number one supporter. I will let him know. He knows, but I will let him know that I love him. And he's the reason of the man I am today. I appreciate him.
Okay. So he appreciates you as well, him and mom.
Correct.
What's next? Where should we expect to see you next? Where will I see you next?
I'm around. I'm stay busy, prepare for the Ring Masters, but just staying busy, staying healthy,
Okay.
getting stronger.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next one. And until then, stay healthy, as you just said. Stay focused. Make sure you listen to your coach.
Of course.
Mikey knows everything.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up to the whole squad at VARGAS Boxing Club, heavy hitters. I even seen Alex in here tonight. Didn't get to. I'm sure he left, right? He went to the Paramount. Yeah, because they got fights there. I think Tyrone's fighting tonight, right? Okay. Yeah, so I'll see him on the next one. Big up to you. And yeah, Ring
you so
Masters. Bohemian Boxing reporting live and direct. So with all due respect, cut my check.
I appreciate it, man.
Beach, South Carolina. Mikey's friend here, he was Anthony Sabine's best friend, so we're honoring Anthony tonight, so we made a special trip up here to be able to present the belt tonight. In the 143 Open Division, your winner is, boxing out of the blue corner,
Heavy hitter.
Time is money. Hey, yo, camera. Time is money.